Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack the critical weather forecasts and the climate implications behind them.
Giving you the key insights from, well, a whole range of expert sources.
Today we are zeroing in on Europe, Western Russia, and the North Caucasus for the period August 4th to 13th, 2025.
Yeah, our goal is to cut through all that dense meteorological data and climate science.
Exactly, helping you understand the real risks and, what it all actually means.
Let's jump in.
Okay, so this August forecast, it's really quite paradoxical, isn't it?
It is, yeah, very much so.
On one side, the data is pointing towards widespread, warmer than normal temperatures. We're talking Central, Southern, Eastern Europe, right into Western Russia.
High potential for some serious heat waves there.
And that's alongside worsening drought conditions, especially, it seems, in Western, South Central, Southern Europe, and also Southwest Russia.
Right, a very dry and hot picture for large areas.
And this is the really interesting part. It's not the whole story, not even close.
No, because at the same time,
exact same time, other specific regions, think Northwestern, Central, Southeastern Europe, the North Caucasus, they're facing high risks of severe storms.
Big ones. We're talking large hail, intense rain, and potential for localized flash floods.
And get this, there's storm florus, a specific concern for the UK and Ireland early in this forecast window.
So it's this stark contrast. Heat and drought here, storms and floods there.
How does that even happen? Why the divergence?
Well, it really shows how these large-scale weather patterns work and maybe how climate change is messing with them. You have these stubborn, blocking high-pressure systems.
Like atmospheric traffic jams?
Pretty much, yeah. They sit over an area, keep it stable, hot, dry, baking it, essentially.
Yeah.
But elsewhere, you have low-pressure systems moving through, and they drive the unsettled, stormy weather. It's a real atmospheric tug-of-war.
Right. And this isn't just a one-off weird week of weather, is it? You're saying this fits a bigger pattern.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is disturbingly consistent with what we expect from accelerating climate change. Europe, it's the fastest warming continent.
I saw that figure 2.3 degrees Celsius warmer already compared to pre-industrial times.
That's the average, yes. And Western Russia is warming even faster, something like 0.4 to 0.5 degrees per decade. It's rapid.
Wow. And that warming isn't just about higher average temperatures, it changes the extremes, right?
Exactly. It directly translates into what we're seeing and likely to see more of. More frequent, more intense heat waves, deeper droughts, more forest fires, stronger storms.
And you mentioned hail specifically, larger hailstones.
Yes, that's a critical point. A warmer atmosphere, it holds more moisture, simple physics,
Okay.
and it can also generate stronger updrafts in storm clouds. More moisture plus stronger updrafts equals bigger hail, potentially much more damaging hail.
The human side of this is just awful. I remember the figures from the 2022 heat wave in Europe.
Over 60,000 deaths. It's a staggering number.
And didn't research link a huge portion of that directly to human-caused climate change?
More than half, yes. And we have precedents, like the 2010 Russian heat wave. 55,000 deaths. Studies show climate change tripled the risk of that event happening.
Those numbers are hard to comprehend. 60,000 people. It's sobering doesn't even cover it. Are there other factors making things worse? Amplifiers.
There are. We're seeing things like persistent marine heat waves. The Mediterranean Sea, for instance, is way above normal right now, maybe 1.5 to 1.8 degrees Celsius warmer.
How does a warm sea affect the air?
Well, it acts like a giant heat source, helping to build and sustain those high-pressure ridges over land, the heat domes.
I see.
And of course, existing drought conditions make heat waves worse too. Dry ground can't provide evaporative cooling.
Nature's air conditioning is switched off, basically.
Exactly, so the heat just builds and builds.
So let's bring this down to the ground level. What does all this mean for you, for communities across these regions? It's clearly more than just uncomfortable weather.
Oh, far more. The implications are broad. Public health is a major one. Increased heat deaths and illnesses, especially hitting vulnerable people the hardest.
And agriculture must be under huge pressure, drought, heat stress.
Reduced yields, yes. And then you throw in the risk of sudden, severe hail wiping out crops. It's a massive challenge for farmers and food security.
Water resources too, I imagine.
Definitely. Rivers and lakes drying up, glaciers shrinking. Oh, look at the Caucasus. They've lost, 11 billion tons of fresh water since 2000?
11 billion tons. That's huge. That's future water supply vanishing.
It forces a reliance on groundwater, which is also stressed. It's a serious long-term issue.
And then there's infrastructure. Power grids strained by heat wave demand, property damage from floods, from storm.
Risk of outages, costly repairs, it all adds up.
It really paints a picture of complex cascading risks, which I suppose leads to the big question, what do we do? What's the path forward here?
Well, the tough reality is that this accelerating warming, these increasing extremes, this is the path. In a way, it's the new normal, except it keeps changing, getting more intense.
So adaptation isn't enough.
Adaptation is crucial, but we need a fundamental rethink. How we live, how we build our cities, how we manage resources, how we prepare for events that used to be rare but aren't anymore.
And just to leave you with a final thought on that, the World Meteorological Organization is projecting an 80% chance, 80, that at least 1 year between now, 2025, and 2029 will be even warmer than 2024, our current record holder.
An 80% chance, that's incredibly high odds.
So this isn't just about adjusting thermostats. It's about a deep paradigm shift for how we exist on this warming planet. What does that shift really look like for you and for your community? Something to think about.